We're having a great time here in Mercado Abasto. We're eating by faith. We don't know what we're going to get, but then after that we're going to go and shop. We're going to get boxes of bananas, boxes of oranges, boxes of everything.
And just hope we don't get boxed.
Amen. We only have room to get in the box once we get all the boxes.
And we're going to get some shots of some of the most interesting trucks that you have ever seen.
Wow.
But it gets top speed of about 25 miles an hour.
We call that the grey ghost over in Argentina. You like?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a great little bargain here. This is the top notch, top of the range, best quality vehicle. You look around, none of them as good as this one. It just needs a little bit of a cut and polish. See this? Gero diesel. That means it's a 8-litre V8 motor. This thing will do 0 to 100 in 8.6 seconds and stop back down from 100 back down to 0 in 2.5 seconds flat. Plus being a ute, good working car for the man, the family, go to the market, put up the fences. Beautiful. Today, special price. Today, only 50,000 pesos for you. Extra special, I throw in the tyres for free. 50,000 pesos, 3 tyres. What more could you want?
And you just go to buy.
Oh, you come, you come. Beautiful.
T-One, the thing that I like about this is no handle on the outside. Thieves can't get in to steal it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a great little bargain here. This is the top notch, top of the range, best quality vehicle. You look around, none of them as good as this one. It just needs a little bit of a cut and polish. See this? Gero diesel. That means it's a 8-litre V8 motor. This thing will do 0 to 100 in 8.6 seconds and stop back down from 100 back down to 0 in 2.5 seconds flat. Plus being a ute, good working car for the man, the family, go to the market, put up the fences. Beautiful. Today, special price. Today, only 50,000 pesos for you. Extra special, I throw in the tyres for free. 50,000 pesos, 3 tyres. What more could you want?
And you just go to buy.
Oh, you come. Beautiful.
T-One, the thing that I like about this is no handle on the outside. Thieves can't get in to steal it.
You'll see what we do. Yep. And then I just have to sit down and do the counts right away when I get home. Yep. So I know what to take off. Because what I've got is I've got a Missionary Ventures account.
Yep.
And they send me like $100 a month for her.
Yep.
And then I have to sign the thing saying this money will go to what it's designated to go to.
Yep.
And then like today I'm buying everything with my own money. Then I have to go back and see and divide and see how much, and I keep tracking I'll show you my book that I keep tracking this in, and then I'll go and I'll get the money on the Missionary Ventures and that'll go into my account, because I've already spent money for her. I don't have to send them a receipt or anything, they trust us.
No, but I mean, you will have that as part of your file.
Yeah, exactly, I'll have it all. I have it all. Everything we've done at Robert Brooks, I've got all the every receipt if I ever have to prove it.
56 con 50. Ahí en la caja.
Oh.
Tráeme el bagajito de...
Gracias.
Rata y madre, para poner aquí, ¿vale?
I'm here too. Lining up. This is our.
Amazing, really.
Zenti.
Oh.
Yes, Tom needs to come and have a look. Yeah.
Hey!
Here, Van, give that to him.
Good work, buddy. Yeah, send me in.
Yay! Gracias. Gracias.
Bajo cero, ha habido hasta 11 grados, los niños han venido.
Flashing, so you must be near the.
Oh, great.
That was the last one. Good.
Okay.
Yeah, so this afternoon we're hoping to install this water tank up on the roof. There's another big tank over here, over there, under that cement block there, but it's really contaminated water because over here on the ground behind Adam, they've got a big septic tank, and it's just a huge septic tank, and it really is unsafe. It could cave in. And so we're looking into putting a new cement lid on that because it doesn't even have a lid. Maybe it did years and years ago. They got to get that pumped out hopefully today. And then the guys here will help to build probably a cement lid to make it secure. But this water tank over here is contaminated. I don't think they can't fix it. So the team, the leader of Missionary Adventures Canada wants to replace it, so I got to give them an estimation of how to do it.
Yeah.
But today they're going to put this up, and then Daniel and maybe Tibor are going to build a wall around it so that the kids out and back can shoot holes into it. Because that's what they're afraid they're going to take their pistols and shoot holes. We're just here at the end of another day, and tomorrow's the last day for the team, and today actually seemed like a bit of a disaster because when we opened up the septic tank, we'll cut that in later. But what happened is when we opened up that septic tank, we realized it was just vast, it was enormous, and it was like probably made in about 1929 or 39, and it was a disaster. It was falling to pieces and ready to cave in. And it really could have been a tragedy if it had happened when there were 80 kids in here. They always sat across here, filled up this whole area. And so it's really great that this, that this problem happened because it's caused something to be fixed. And also, this is pretty interesting. I did a study of all the accounts today of all the expenses we've had so far because the team only has 2 days left. And I discovered that we've been pretty conservative and we had like around $250 left, American. And so the team has pretty much decided they wanted to give that, before they knew of this disaster, they wanted to give that to the project. And then this disaster happened and we need every cent of that just to meet the need so they can go forward and have a toilet. And it's just amazing, and we're just so happy that we're a part of this.
Today we've got about 3 days of work to do. We've got a big hole we need to fill, we've got big holes we need to dig. There's deep, we need to build a wall on the roof to go around the water tank so it doesn't get holes shot in it by the kids when they're on drugs. There's still a bit of plumbing to be attached, there's a bathroom to be rendered, there's facilities to be put in the bathroom, there's a bit of piping to the kitchen to be done, and we've got today to do it. So we're praising the Lord.
Hallelujah. Oh, hey, look at he dug. Look at this hole. Oh, it's
This water is really contaminated. And when they make us coffee, we say, please, you gotta boil it for 10 minutes at the least. But they don't. They all probably got amoebas and everything. But we're praying, and our Canada office has said to do a study. We've already done a study of the water, how much it will cost to put a new tank in here, a plastic tank. And so we're going to get that study to them in about a week. We're hoping Canada will do that. Pray about it. So we're in that middle of that terrible economic trouble.
Y es normal, era normal ver a los niños cuando hacía mucho frío sin medias.
And you could see the kids out in the street, even when it was very, very cold, even without any shoes on,
Desabrigados.
without a coat.
Y un día iba pasando un niño para su escuela.
And one day, right out here in the street, a little kid was going to school.
Hacía mucho frío.
He was just so cold.
Y él iba sin medias.
He had no shoes.
Entonces yo lo entré a mi casa.
So I went into the house here.
Y coloqué un par de medias de mis hijos.
And I found a pair of shoes from one of my sons.
Y yo sentí a Jesús, sentí el Espíritu de Dios que me habló y me dijo, yo quiero esto.
And I felt from the Spirit of God, this is for this little boy.
Que tú ames a este niño como si fuera tu hijo.
So the Lord said, love this little boy as if he was one of your little boys.
Y eso marcó mi vida personalmente.
And this really hit my life very strongly at that time.
Y yo pude compartirlo con Robert y con mis hijos.
And I shared it with my husband and my sons.
Entonces nació la idea en nuestro corazón de poder darle a los niños la leche.
So after this happened, it started to come into our hearts. Let's just start giving these kids at least a cup of milk.
Bueno, nosotros tuvimos un hecho delicado, o sea, difícil.
Just a few weeks ago, when
porque venía un muchacho corriendo por aquí por la calle.
This young man was running out here in the street.
Abrió el portón.
And he opened the door right here, the gate here.
Y entró, y por detrás de él entraron dos personas.
And he ran in here, and right behind him were coming two people.
Que lo venían siguiendo.
They were coming after him.
Armados.
Yeah.
Y lo que hicieron, lo agarraron en el fondo.
And the guys that were chasing him,
y lo querían matar.
They had guns, and the guy ran right by here, ran through the back.
Y nosotros
they ran and chased him. And I was here with my kids.
Y otros hermanos acá almorzando.
And other people were here, other brothers in Christ were here eating lunch.
Entonces, nosotros sufrimos en nuestra propia casa el peligro de la delincuencia.
So we are suffering some of the dangers that are in this area.
Pero también creímos, confiamos de que Dios nos guardó ese día.
But we know God took care of us that day.
Porque no hubo ninguna muerte acá.
Because nobody was killed, and they all. I remember that he didn't tell you all this, but I know his wife and the kids ran inside and fell on their knees and prayed, asked God to protect him from getting shot. And the young man there was not shot, but they did haul him out. They don't know the Lord.
Que ellos se drogan, andan armados.
They get all drugged and they've got guns.
Y a los cuales nosotros les estamos hablando del Señor.
And we're talking to them about Jesus.
Ellos conocen nuestras vidas.
They know our life.
Conocen a Pablo también.
They know me.
Y dos de ellos.
Two of them.
Entraron y robaron nuestra bomba.
They cut the fence open over here. They came in at night and they robbed the little pump.
Si bien fue dolor porque necesitábamos con eso sacar agua.
It was really bad because it's just so hard to get the water out with one bucket at a time out of the. It's pretty deep down in the well to get the water out.
Pero oramos.
But we prayed.
Y le dijimos, Señor, si esto sirve para que ellos vengan a Cristo, no me importa la bomba.
We said, Lord, if this would help them to come to Christ, we don't care about the pump.
Tú nos vas a proveer otra bomba.
You're going to provide another pump.
Y ahora tenemos una bomba mejor.
And now they have a new pump that's right over here.
Yeah,
and it's fought by the Australia team. Right here.
Hey!
It's all installed and it's going to be getting going pretty quick. That's going to give them running, flowing water in the house.
Yeah.
It's going to take a few more days, but it's coming along.
En esfuerzo, en oración, en fe.
And all that you've done in faith and power and prayer.
Y por estar aquí con nosotros acompañándonos a hacer la obra de Dios y
so
extender el reino de los cielos.
You're coming to build the kingdom of heaven here on earth as it is in heaven.